What's up? This is John. I'm one of the project leads for City Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan. This is going to show you the first temple ruin area in the game. There's 13 levels in City Hunter Curse of the Mayan. It is currently available on Switch, the eShop, as well as Steam and Humble Bundle. Retails for $9.99 US. So this stage you need 8 skulls, and I've just recently defeated the first god in this game, the Jaguar god. And so I've got enough. This is the Temple Ruins. It tells you there's 10 skulls in this level. It tells you how many skulls are in here, how many keys. You can play the game collecting all the skulls without having to go back and get more. We've added extra skulls. You need 100 total in the game to go to the final Portal of the God stage, but we added extras in there so to avoid, for those who are careful in this game and take their time and search everywhere, you can play without having to go back. This is one of the NPCs. In the previous stage, in the Jaguar stage, there is a special item, a CAC tablet, and that means, in Mayan, that means fire tablet. Doesn't really explain what it does, but you want to give it to this guy. And when you talk to him, it'll automatically do that. And you get these kind of reappearing Mega Man style blocks that will reappear, and they come in handy obviously on this stage, but later in the game as well. So it's very important. If I were to drop down there prior without the fire, I'd go back to the HAB calendar, the main room. So this is all about just jumping those blocks. This took a while to program this, and shout out to Russ, the programmer, did a great job with this. And I love the music on the stage. Shout out to Ben Allen as well, who did the music. This game took a little over 5 years to develop. It started off as a Montezuma's Revenge clone. It kind of evolved, and the whole premise is you are stuck in this Mayan temple, or this pyramid rather, and you have to collect these certain, the HAB counter, which the Mayan counter got broken into 700 pieces, and 4 idols were taken, and you have to collect those pieces and basically save the underworld from Kukulkan and the sun god, etc. So there is no god in this particular stage. There is a gate boss, and this is one of the 4 levels that has the idols you have to get. So this is one of the 4 idols you need to get. I love the leaves falling. I think it's just a nice touch. We that Russ did programming that. So climb up here. Those diamonds are valuable. I think there's like 38 total in the game. Those are worth 175 total gems, which you can use gems to purchase meals, which will give you additional hearts. So right now I only have 3 hearts, but later on I can purchase hearts. I can purchase bird food, which we'll explain later in a future video why that's important, because you get a bird that you meet and you can power him up and release quote like magic in the game. So let's go and break this. This is a really important area. You don't want to skip this. You want to break these blocks here. Go over here, and this is the second weapon. You start off with a whip, obviously, and this is a spear. We end up programming this later on in development. In the initial game, did not have a spear. There's quite a bit of underwater levels in this game, and initially you could use a whip and a boomerang underwater. Just really didn't make sense. So we added a spear. And this is one of my favorite weapons. This is a long-range weapon. I love this right here with audio. When you go underwater, it changes the sound effects. It kind of muffles the sound. That was intentional. Gotta watch out for these nimble fish. They will, if you get too close, they'll start attacking you. So you have to time up the spear just right. But I love the spear. It's the best weapon to use against boss battles. It sometimes does double damage too. It will not go through walls. Boomerangs will go through some walls. So there's pros and cons. And unlike a boomerang, when you let a boomerang go, you're kind of exposed for a few seconds. Where a spear, you can fire right away. Although if you have one traveling and you fire again, it will kind of stop traveling, if that makes sense. Here's a safe spot. I can replenish my health in case you need it. I love the lightning and just the rainstorm in the background. A lot of cool, subtle things in this game for sure. Here's another NPC. He's talking about the bombs. This is your first time in the game where you actually encounter bombs, which you need to lay on those blocks to bust the blocks. And he's basically explaining to you that after every 7 seconds, the bombs will reappear. So I always like to wait and collect 2 or 3 bombs. There's another diamond. Oh, got hit there by the fire. Those skull blocks right there, they're kind of glimmering. I need a special obsidian stone later in the game. If I have that, I can go back and I can unlock a whole different part of the game. So there is some Metroidvania parts of the game, if you want to call it that if you want to go back and collect everything, you certainly can. But like I said before, you definitely don't need to in this game. We did that intentionally. The quickest I've been able to beat this game is a little less than 3 hours, although typically it will take 6 to 10 hours to defeat this game the first time playing it. So it's a pretty decent sized game. And you can see there the skull I can drop 2 places. I have to go back and get that skull if I wanted to. This enemy right here is taken from like an enemy from Mario 2. It's kind of influenced from that. And that bomb, if you notice when I laid the bomb, I don't know if you noticed before, and I'll lay one here in the next screen, I'll show you. But it's also taken from Mario 2. You gotta time these jumps right. Oh, there you go. Gotta be quick with these jumps. And be patient. I'm curious how fast like speedrunners can beat this game. I'm sure it can be done probably in less than an hour, but here, watch this. This is it says boom, that's from Mario 2. In Mario 2 it says bomb. We changed it to say boom. This is a green elixir I can use to replenish 1 heart. I'm not going to use it right now because I don't need it. And if I want to change my weapons, it's the shoulder buttons I use to change my weapons. The best weapon to use on this gate boss is definitely the spear. It's a long range weapon. And when pro tip for this boss, defeating this boss, is when he flashes his eyes, he's going to spit a wall of fire. If that hits you, even if you're at full health, you die. It's instant death, so you got to be careful. It's better to get hit by those fireballs than it is a fire wall there. So you got to time it, throw a couple times, 2, maybe 3 times, and then run for it because you don't want to get hit by that wall of fire. But when you get in that pattern, you kind of start noticing a pattern, and it's not too bad. Oh, almost got hit there. It's pretty close. And unlike most bosses and gods in this game, this particular one doesn't show you the health that he has, but I think it's like 12 hits or so it takes to defeat him, 12 to 15 I think, and he's done. I'm getting really close there. And those fireballs will follow you no matter where you're at, so just stay still and then move. They kind of, they're tracker, they track you. There, I got him, now I got an idol, defeated him. This is the first idol in the game. And there's an Easter egg coming up here also that we've added. A lot of Easter eggs we've added in this game, if you guys haven't couldn't tell already. But when you drop down here, this is from Zelda 2. This is like when Link falls down the waterfall. This is where that's taken from, a great game that we're definitely fans of. So this is the Temple Ruin stage in City Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the game. I'll put links below with more additional information. We'll see you guys soon. Take care and game on. Bye.